guys, let's talk about the basic invert. So this is where you get to finally go upside down. Okay. There's multiple factors you want to do, and there's going to be a separate video about conditioning exercises and things to do from the floor to prep you for a basic invert. But today in this video particularly, we're going to show you how to actually do it from a standing position on the floor. Okay? Now, here, I'm going to have my body facing you, then I'm going to turn my back to you, and then I'm going to be on the side. Okay? Now, when it comes to starting your basic invert, you want to make sure that your inside arm, that the pole is super, super close into that armpit, okay? You notice that my elbow is aligned with my shoulder and my hand above. My outside hand is going to go directly above. So you want your hands to be right here, almost stacked on top of each other. Not on each other, not too spread out, right here. So I always say, think about when you want to pull down a really good rope, or when you throw an axe or something like that, you usually want to keep your hands close together. It's going to give you more force, right? Same with pulling down. You get a better engagement through your shoulders. Now, also, when you're learning, you want to make sure that the hip is in front of the pole. So from the side angle, see how my elbow's aligned with my shoulder? And you notice that my hip is going to be a little bit in front of the pole. Okay? When you go upside down, you have to remember, obviously, your hips are going to go above your head. Okay? And whatever is your outside hand, which is right now my right, you want to make sure that's the same leg that comes to the front of the pole. So, think about the top of your ankle of your outside leg. You want it to the front. Okay? So, from this position, you're going to bring the outside leg in front. Your inside, okay? You want to think about the shin behind the pole, okay? The biggest thing to concentrate on is looking at your knees when you go upside down, okay? You want your knees above your hands as much as humanly possible, as high as you can, because you want a really tightness, like you're crossing your fingers, and you know how when you cross your fingers like this, like making sure you don't break a promise or something like, I promise, and you cross your fingers to lie, okay? I know a lot of kids that did that. You want that tightness, okay? So, here, with my back turned to y'all, okay? My left arm is my inside arm. That means my right hand is my outside. So that means my right leg, my calf, is going to come to the front of the pole. That means my left shin is going to come behind, okay? So, when I do that, make sure to shoot those legs as high as you humanly possibly can. Okay? My knees are squeezing right beside each other. Okay? The pole is into my armpit, and because where my hand's at, it's a little bit hard to get the pole into my actual hip, so I'm going to have to let my hand slide down and do this. Okay? Now, when I want to get out of the position, there's a couple of ways. One, I'm going to take my hand down, look for the floor, and let it slide down naturally. And when I do, my leg that is away from me, okay, the one that had the calf on, it's going to lower down. And I'm going to walk forward, letting my leg slide, and once I feel good, I can come on out. Okay? So, that is one way. Okay? From another position, okay, I'm going to do this facing the camera. Here. Okay? Up. Inside hand, outside hand above. That means my outside calf and ankle is going to come to the front. My inside shin and ankle is going to come behind. So, righty in front, lefty behind, because my right hand's on top. So my knees are super high, squeezing, and then slowly squeeze into the armpit, pushing the hip in, squeezing of the legs. And when I want to come down, and I'm going to use my hand to find the pole, bring my chest to the front, same thing, let the tension slide, and do what is known as a walkout. Okay? So, that was practice from those angles. One more time, and I'm going to do it from the side. Okay? So that means again, right's in front, left's behind. Right hand's on top, left hand's underneath. Okay? So. And always breathe to release the pressure in your ribs. Okay? So. And go up, right leg in front, left behind. See how my knees are squeezing beside each other super tight as possible? Good. Let my hand slide. Squeezing the armpit, pushing the hip in, squeezing the legs. When I want to come down, I'm going to do an opposite exit today. So now, I'm going to take my hands back. Okay? I'm going to lower my inside knee down, past my shoulder, lower my outside, engage my core, and crunch out. I call this frog legs or diamond shaped legs because it's keeping my weight centered. So when you're first learning, you want to keep your weight centered as much as possible. Okay? It won't come till you get with it. Obviously, you're going to have straighter leg dismounts, deadlift dismounts, like, you know, deadlifting up, deadlift descension. You're going to have more control. Okay? But when you first start, you usually don't. And that's okay. So, what I mean by that is, if I wanted to descend down, when it's into a chopper motion, okay, and boom, okay, come down, legs are straight, and I'm controlling it down. So, like I said, I'm going to have another video later for you from doing it from low, and some exercises to help you get up. Okay? But hopefully this helps you out.